Expat in the Philippines live. How are we doing tonight? Just move you over there a bit. Focusing in. How's things? What are we up to? Um, we've been busy today. I've been busy. First thing, get up, take Arlene to work, come back, get CJ ready, go to kinder. Come home, get mum a cup of tea, get some toast on, have my brickie, and then after that, outside with the hedge, with the hedge clippers. It's a good little hedge clipper I've got there too. Then watered the garden, cleaned the mud off my boots, and cleaned the weeds from the front nature strip around the gum tree. That had to be done. Weeds make birds boop, and then before you know it, they're coming up like daisies. So we had to get that sorted out. Yes, I'm back live Monday, Tuesday nights. 12 o'clock Australia time, 10 o'clock Philippine time. So I hope you can all join me. We're 3 hours ahead of the Philippines at the moment. Thank you. Big shout outs. I'll do a couple of shout outs. Big shout out to Chris Beecham, my good friend there. Big shout out to Jane and the girls. They're up in the Blue Mountains. Big shout out to John, British expat in the Philippines. There you go, mate. Scoot B, Amber Joy, big shout out to you. Anthony and Lynn, our life in the Philippines. Terence and Beth, foreigner in the Philippines. Also, big shout out to Brian and Maricel, two good friends of ours, and baby Charlie, a foreigner farming in the Philippines. Also, I'm sucking on one of those vapor drops. That's what I'm sucking on, one of them vapor drops. Big shout out to Tropical Tim in the Philippines, Wishful Wonder. And Wishful Wonder, sorry. Sorry, buddy. I don't roll with a piece of paper and print. I do everything by mind. Big shout out to Rickshaw Philippines, Faye, Geronimo, Maddie, and Dorothy. Kevin and Gemma, big shout out to you guys. Good evening, Scott. Just off to bed, been working at the farm again. Catch you later. No problems, mate. Joe and Jeannie, maganda gabi sa inyo lahat. Kumusta? The Quans, big shout out to you. Brennan family, big shout out to you. Let me know if I'm making you dizzy, boy, going like this. Big shout out to check out the Rileys. Bill Mercy and the family. Big shout out to you guys. That's good. That's good to hear. Big shout out to Aussie and the Filipina over there in Perth, our good friends. Steve, Queenie, and Jenny. um, hope everything's well over there. Big shout out to Mum and Dad back in the Philippines. Alexis, Tina, AI, Hop On, the girls, April, Fab, and Joey, and Ray. And big shout out to all our friends and families, Grace and Nemo, and his family that live across the road from us in our subdivision. Big shout out to you guys. To Elvira Tehran down there in, I should say she's up in Malaysia, but family is down in Mindanao. So a big shout out to all our family down there in Mindanao and Nebros Island. Very big shout out. John Jenny, just saying hello to Kevin. Big shout out to Miss Muggs. Also big shout out to and her family. Also big shout out to Mars Bankard. Sir J. Terrier Cobra 456. Big shout out to you, matey. Yeah, so I've been pretty busy today, so I've been, it's not easy looking after the homestead. Aussie farming in the Philippines. Big shout out to William and Chick there in Davao. Yeah, with getting all the house organised and cleaned up, it's I've got to clean up around the front door tomorrow. Get that all prepped for painting again. Got to find out how much the front post is because it's rotted. Lord knows why they put the stirrups so far in the concrete, and the post is like sits level. And it's funny because this post is in the middle and it's rotted before the two on the ends. Would you believe? So I've got to get them sorted out. CJ's trike, the video has been postponed. Sorry, guys. I had technical issues with this. It wouldn't allow me to put the video for Trentham Falls and Lauriston Reservoir up. I had them done and I had them ready to go up, and it wouldn't allow me to do it. So what I had to do was drop the amount of from whatever it was down to 720 pH, and bang, I could put it up. I did do a video on Saturday taking Arlene to, or just dropping her off at the cheese factory at a mall over in Thomastown. She was helping Neen out and her Neen's company. It's a big cheese factory over there. Oh, massive. And got this little delicatessen. You walk in. And you can sit down and have a coffee, and you can have toasted cheese with one of their products in, or you could have pork, or you could have, they had pastrami and salami and all these other uh, fine meats. I love the hot salami. So we had a look. I was, yes, again, needed to go to the CR. So, not that you needed to hear that, but anyway. So we went and did that, and CJ and checked him out, told him to go because it was a long trip back to Sunbury again, and I didn't want him needing to, no, I need to cut that little bit off. It's annoying. Needed him to go, so he went, which was good. Big shout out to Brett Glasgow and MK and Shooting Star MS, also Juvie's World. Big shout out there. I'm trying to get some shout outs in while I'm thinking now. Move along. Constant Flow. Darksider. Big shout out. Maureen, Michelle, and Ken. Big shout out, guys. To you guys. Rena Roberts and Mike Roberts. Love what you're doing on your house. I'll catch up on the video. Also to Cliff and Rue. Big shout out to you guys. I've got to catch up with your videos too. I've been checking out some new videos at the moment by these two guys. One guy, he goes around the Philippines, and God, it's good. He's really, really good, and he, the surprise and the shock on the Filipinos' faces when he walks through with I think he's got a GoPro, and he walks through and they just look at him like as if to say, "What are you doing here?" And he takes photos of places. I think he's done Tondo, Smoky Mountain. He's done there in Manila, but he's also done Calvocan, which I've got to find his channel again. I can't think of the channel's name at the moment without getting off this and going and have a look. I should. Trouble is I've got my computer underneath that phone. But yeah, he goes around all the little back alleys of Manila and Tondo and around Smoky Mountain, as I've said, and checks out what life's like in the Philippines. And it's quite interesting, actually. And, there's no word, he doesn't talk through it, which is one good thing I like about his video. It's just really good. It's really shows the other side of the Philippines that most people don't get to see. At first, I was a bit, sorry guys, at first I was a bit against it. I thought, this is not right. I thought, did I really want to see the other side of the Philippines? And I thought, well, not everything's rosy and cleaned up. You really need to take a good perspective on the other side of life in the Philippines. Everybody, all the foreigners that don't see this side. When I was staying with Arlene, where her area was, where her mum and dad were, I wish if I had been doing YouTube back then, I probably would have done um, a video of it, but I haven't. Um, out of respect for my wife, uh, I thought I'd leave that to other people to do. It's just out of respect, that's all. But it's interesting to see what what it's actually like in the back areas, in the areas squatters or people that are just surviving life, because you look at it as so many people in the Philippines, and there is the well-to-do, and then there's the people that struggle day in, day out to put food on the table. Mind you, some of the places that this guy goes to are very interesting, because some of the places are really nice. But, you have to open up your eyes and look. And I take my hat off to this guy, I really do. It's been interesting. Yes, the only voices you can hear are the kids playing basketball, or drawing on with chalk on walls, and or on gates. It's just a fabulous part of life that we don't get to see as foreigners. Some would say, I don't want to see that. Well, I didn't want to see it at first, but I look at it and I think, well, maybe I should open up my eyes and broaden my horizons, because it's just marvelous photography. And as I said, he doesn't talk, he just walks, and all you hear are the kids' voices and people saying hello to him, or not saying hello to him, just walking past, and the smiles and the stares and the different persona of what people have. I found it very interesting and very enjoyable. But you can shut your eyes to it, or you can choose to go with the flow and just enjoy it. He's just one. It's great to see that sort of life. I see it with Terence and Beth. We helped out Baby Faith. That's when I first started coming on board with Terence and Beth, and helping with Baby Faith. And if the critics weren't so critical of what Terence and Beth actually do in helping um, these families, building homes, building houses, churches, putting kids through school, giving them a college degree, or helping them get a better life, feeding them rice come Christmas time with pork. It helps tremendously. I still help, and I enjoy doing what I do. I'm not going to justify myself, but They've been long-time friends. We've been good friends, and we'll always be good friends. And I had stepped back a bit because things here haven't been too good with the way of money either. We've had to pull back a bit. So, in saying that, I still give that little bit. Even if it's only $100 Australian. If you send 155 $8 fee, it is works out to be 500 something pesos. But it goes to kids. They've got a boarding house that they've brought. They're going to put kids that can't afford to live, and they want to give them a better future. I should say, not feature, future, better future. And I've got to take my hat off to them. I've helped them, and that with all the houses and stuff like that. I don't know what the damages were with the typhoon or that went through there, but you sort of scratch your head. You work so hard to help these people. Yeah, no, you get a lot of thanks from them too, which is good. But that typhoon Odette did some damage in Cebu, did it all the way from a little island out near Mindanao, and came straight up, went through Leyte and Bohol, and then across to Cebu, and then up to Palawan. People in the Philippines are just surviving, and I love them for it. I'd move over there tomorrow if I had the chance and do some groundwork help there myself. Yes, I have got non-profit, so I therefore, but because I'm not there, I help Terence and Beth with theirs, and it goes to a good cause, putting books, pens, paper for kids in school, rice at Christmas time with a little bit of pork for school. As I said, books, pens, colour pencils. You can even send a box full of second-hand toys, but as long as they're not broken and they're still working, these kids all have so much enjoyment with wooden toys and stuff like that. I wish I had the setup, because if I had the setup, I would be making wooden toys, trains, cars, little dolls' houses for girls, and putting them in the Bally's buying box and sending them over. It probably cost me about 10 grand to outlay a saw, a circular saw, a sander. I got my own drills. I gotta get a battery for my Ryobi drill, which that reminds me I've got to do. But these things, kids get just the slightest little toy of a school bus with wooden figures. I'd love that. I'd enjoy that. A little kid at 4 or 5 would enjoy that. Probably last them a long time. But, it's the thought that counts, guys. I also just helped with other medical things for Terence and Beth, for the kids, bandages, first aid kits, stuff like that. When we went up into the hills, people that find it hard can't get into town. It makes it really hard. There's a young girl I helped a while back, same with Dennis, who had his leg amputated, as some of you might know, that have been with my channel for a while. Had his leg amputated, no fault of his. But he's managing. He's managing. He's doing a good job. And that's what counts, guys. To see the smile on this guy's face. He might have lost a leg, but he hasn't lost his life. He's got a motorbike. They've rigged it out that he can start it from the other side, and that's the good thing about it. Taking people to hospital if they need to go for any reason. As I said, building new homes to live in, making them feel more accommodated. Building a church, which we finished not long ago. There is another one on the way. I must talk to Terence about that. But I found that it's a lot easier to do that, and they appreciate it. They appreciate my help and everything. And I know there's a lot of people that question where did this come from, where that come from, but no, it didn't come out of the thing. I can tell you that. I can grant you that. Be like if I had a house in England and I was living in Australia and I decided to sell the house. Well, that money there would come back here and it would go into something that I probably would need, but the other half of it would go into the charity. So that's what I'm about if I do things like that. If I won Tats Lotto tomorrow, if I put a ticket in Tats for Wednesday night Lotto and I won $14 million, I think I'd give Terence and Beth 10,000 of that to go to kids, go to building more homes. I can easily put the rest of that money into investment, but would I put it into investment here? I don't know. I would look around. We've got a lot here in this country. We're a lucky country. So I don't see, there's a lot of kids in our hospitals that need help. Do I give to the Royal Children's Hospital here in Australia? No, I don't. I used to, don't anymore. Because, hey, there was a young little girl in the Philippines that needed help. And I rang up and I rang this number that they had just finished helping the two girls from Thailand be separated. And I asked, and you know what? They put me through the gorilla, and I thought, well, if I had the $10,000 in my hand, you wouldn't be asking me questions. You'd just go and do that, go and get that young girl and take her to hospital and check her out and see what she needed, and made sure she was okay and give her the proper care that she needs. Look, you don't realise that when you're up in the hills of where Cebu, Palawan, in the outer areas of Leyte, hard to get to places where you can't get to by motorbike or by you have to walk. I've seen a lady walk miles from her place just to get to Terence and Bess to talk to her about some issues she had, and Terence and Beth took her back, but they got as far as a certain spot and then they had to walk in, and Yeah, all these villages are right out of the middle of nowhere, and you look at it and you think, geez, I can help you. I've got money. I'm not frightened to let it go. But, these people need attention, need help. Sometimes need medical supplies, sometimes need to be taken to hospital because they're getting older and they can't walk and they've got a walking stick and they find it hard to walk around in the bush. But, they're my good friends and I've got a lot of respect for them and they do a good job. And with my help, we can do a little bit better here and there. We'll continue helping. Well, I'll continue helping. But, whether it be $50, whether it be $20, it all counts. Whether it be 10, 5, $2, it all helps. Um, but that's my what I do. I don't force people to do things that they don't want to do. If they want to do it, it's off their own bat. You know, don't send money to me. Send it via Western Union or MoneyGram, um, or contact me and I'll give you um, their area where they live, and you can send it off yourself to through Western Union or MoneyGram. But that's entirely up to you. I'm not forcing it. Anyway, we'll move on. But yeah, that's what I like to do. Another good video I've caught on to Unseen Thailand, Bill. Now, Bill and Charlie Hub Bill has a live stream on a Saturday night, 8 p.m. Thailand time, I think it is. And you can correct me if I'm wrong, Bill. That's what I got on your thing. But he's very interesting. 20 years as a cop. I think he's retired. He lives in Thailand. He walks around Thailand, and he has got the most, good stories about policing. He was a cop or a policeman or a sheriff, I think, back then in America. And he's now in Shanghai. Got a good video, got good videos up, and got good stories to go with them. Has a good channel. Some of these stories can break your heart. Some you sort of start scratching your head and wondering why a person does what they do. Do they go crazy? Do they go nuts? When you've been living in the areas of certain provinces in the world, you can be okay, you can be sane, but sometimes, things are what's meant to be, and things are sometimes not what they're meant to be. Foreigners behaving badly. There's a couple of videos he's got on that, but most of his other videos are pretty good. Life in Thailand, how Thailand is compared to other places around the world, which is very most enjoyable. Yeah, no worries, Joe. I do ramble on, as you know. How's Jenny, by the way, mate? Um, yeah, so he's got a good channel there. I think Charlie Hub's got a channel too as well. There's, uh, there's different places in Thailand. Um, Thailand's opened up. I don't know whether they've done the right thing. I'll agree with Bill on this. Um, they've dropped, I think, is it marijuana or opiums? I think you'd be in trouble if you took it in there. I think you'd do very harsh jail time taking it in. I think the reason why they've opened it up is that their own people can deal with it and they make money within their own country on drugs like opium and cannabis and marijuana and hash. I think that's their way of saying that if you come to Thailand, you can still use drugs, but you use what we have to offer. If you bring it in, you're going to do serious jail time because they don't want that element coming into the country. They would rather have it within their country because they, as he said on one of his videos, that he was walking around one of the moats or channels that are there, and they had marijuana growing. Now, I might be a skeptic here. Marijuana, I've heard from some people, have helped their injuries, helped their muscle, their broken bones, stop the pain from coming, the other, I think it depends on each individual person. Side effects can be good and might not be good. So it's up to you whether you use that as a medicinal, you use it for medicinal purposes. But the thing is, if you're going to places like Thailand or Malaysia, I wouldn't take it in. Trust me, you'd probably do serious jail time. But if they got it there in their own country and they're selling it, well, that's why I think there's a big thing over here in Australia on Channel 7 Sunday night about Thailand opening up and opening the drug side of the cannabis and the opiates and stuff like that. So it'll be interesting to watch if you're in Australia. But as I said, he has a good channel and very interesting. He goes for lots of walks too. From here to from where he'll drop his car at Chiang Mai Gate and walk down, and he'll walk around different areas, and it is so interesting to watch. And his stories are very interesting, so that's why I like him. And I reckon if I when I maybe tomorrow night when I come on tomorrow night and do my live, that I will have um, that channel's name there. There's another one, Harpoon's Travel Vlog, and it's ARPON, Harpoon, and he has a good channel too on traveling. So check him out, guys. Just give these new guys that are coming up, because us guys are, we doing pretty good and we're keeping well, and we're keeping our channels going. Yes, I have not done a video for a while, but when I haven't got content, guys, I'm not going to put crap up. But I will try and find something that, like the reservoir, if we go somewhere, I will do a video on it. But I'll do my lives. I've got actually more videos up than I have live streams, so I can get away with um, doing a few more lives to make up the difference, which is no problem. It's not that I haven't got videos that I can put up. It's just the content when you're in a small country town. Apart from which we had the new under the rail um, last week, last Friday, the opening to the new tunnel. Well, it's not really a tunnel; it's an underpass. Um, for cars to go under rather than go over the railway gate. So it looks good. It looks really good. They've done a great job of it. There is going to be a multi-story car park and shops near Harris Scarf, and that's going to get done while they've finished the rail. So that's good. That's interesting. We're looking forward to that too. So we're going to have more car parking space around there, which is great. Will it make the place look unsightly? I suppose for a country regional town, yes, but progress, guys, progress. You have to move with progress, and that's the way things are in this world today. There's different things, different places. Big shout out to Hazy Cheesy, um, Flexi Girl JB. Uh, you just got to chase uh, Chase Journey. Big shout out to her. Big shout out to Ronaldin Silawan, and congratulations. Uh, she's going to have a baby soon, sometime this week. So our thoughts and prayers are there, and we wish you well. And it's all congratulations from us here, me, Arlene, Gran, and baby CJ. Poor CJ hasn't been able to play with baby Jack because Lynn's been pregnant, and we don't think it's fair. Well, I don't think it's fair that he's around there and she's got enough to cope with pregnancy, and we need to keep baby Jack at a calm level. He'll get time to see his um, new sibling soon, and we wish Steve and Ronaldin all the very best. Congratulations, guys. It's great to see life moving around in this world. It's, as a dad, seeing your baby born for the first time just wells you up inside. And I was so proud of Arlene when she had CJ. Mind you, the little bugger didn't want to come out at one stage there, and I think that's what frightened Arlene. So, um, you know, he would have another baby brother or baby sister running around with him now, playmate, and making daddy a lot more busier. But it's great. It's good. You know, I'm chuffed. I'm chuffed. I'm so happy being a father. It's not funny. I'm looking after Gran as well, which, you know, her having kidney failure, but she's got to see CJ since birth, and you know, I'm just looking at a photo I've got up here of Mum with CJ, and it's just marvelous. You know, we're just glad that we've got Mum with us now at the moment, and she's glad because CJ just runs in there with the biggest happiness, and it's good to see. You know, it brings tears to you. I haven't been welling up like I used to when he first went back when he first went to kinder. You know, when he was first born, that, and I looked after him and cared for him since baby, as well as Arlene, and getting told off by Arlene, that's not how you're bathing, that's not how, watch what you're doing. But I'm learning as a dad to control my patience. That's the main thing, you know. It is just the most joyous thing in your life, having kids and being a father and someone to look upon. Mind you, you do have your things where you need to discipline. It's like I believe that in discipline from their age of 5 upwards, because they can get out of control when you least expect it. But no, CJ's been pretty good. He's been really good. So, you know, you know, the funny thing I was thinking about the other day, he has not touched a bottle of phenol, methylated spirits, drunk any chemical for that fact. Maybe probably because these days they're all the bottles are tight and they can't get them off. I do have a thing with window cleaner. Window cleaner can leak, and they could probably drink that, but it's a sour taste they get if they do. Big shout out to Kevin Nash's Kitchen, the guy at Bridges. Um, Big shout out to Nico's experience, and a very, very big shout out to Big E in the Philippines. There, big shout out to Big E. He's a good bloke, top mate, and hopefully when we get back to Philippines, we'll catch up with him because he's in Cebu, and he's not far from where we are in Cebu. So we'll catch up with him when we get back. I'll let him know. I'll give him a tingle, a call. That's what we call it back here. I'd like to catch up with him. Big shout out to Philly in the Philippines. I hope you're doing okay there in America, Brian. Chin up, mate. We've got full support here, mate. Don't worry, we're behind you. God will protect you. Look, Hannah Grace and Bing. Big shout out to you guys. Big shout out to Philo in the Philippines and Jonah. Also, the Adventures of Melee. Big shout out to you, sweetie. Hope everything's going well and the family are good. Trying to think as I go along, because there are a lot of people out there. I've got a lot of subscribers I've got to thank. I haven't been doing the shout out list like I had been doing. But that's okay. That's all right. There's no drama. But anyway, um, it's Pennsylvania Trucker. Big shout out to you. Um, Ruthie and Arthur's Adventures. Ruthie's in Canada. Hello, darling. How you going? Hope you're doing well over there, dolls. Big shout out to Jason, My Life in Manila, and his little one. Also, big shout out to a Brit in the Philippines, in Naga City. Texas Filipino, James and Melinda. Big shout out to you guys and the family. Um, Wishing you all the best, guys. God, they've got. I know my sister said to me that all the Christmas tunes are going and that in the Philippines. The music decorations are up, and it is just a great place to be in around Christmas time, especially around September to December. Um, Listening to all the music and walking around and enjoying life, which is what should be. Oh, Judy Fisher, a big shout out to you and your husband. Best wishes from me and Arlene. And baby CJ. Uh, you know, it's great to have all these good people around you and support you, and try and get back to everybody else. I've got a lot of respect for Rick Shaw, Philippines. He says it as it is, and good on him for it. Never a night goes by I don't miss out on his videos because I like. He's got some interesting things to say, and MJ MJ in Taiwan. Big shout out to you, darling. So there's a lot of people I will get back to as soon as I can. It's just life. We all move and we all do different things, and things change in life. So there's no drama. I've got no problems there. I love every one of you guys. And we all go out searching for different things, different videos to watch, check out different channels, and it's okay. It's part of life, you know. But we all still have you there, and I will be back checking out all of your channels as soon as I can, and I wish you all the best. And tonight I'll be back tomorrow night, 12 o'clock Australia time, 10 p.m. Philippine time. Take care, guys. Enjoy. Remember, life's good. Bye for now. Joe and Jeannie have new videos out, guys. Check them out before I go. Check out Joe and Jeannie's channel. Take care, Joe. Enjoy. Oh, Father Wolf's one. Big shout out. And I can't think. Annie, your channel. Um, Catch up with you all later. Bye for now. See you later, Maluz, 1963. Chris Beecham. Bye for now, guys. Tony Corolla, big shout out. Bye. Oh, Mike Simpson, big shout out to you, and also big shout out to K1. We'll catch up soon. Bye, guys.